Okay, this video tutorial just shows you how to complete your goods return note. Absolutely brilliant facility that Kleeneze gives us, which allows us to enter the details of any products that we wish to return to Kleeneze and receive the equivalent credit to our account within 24 hours. So that means we get the credit before we've actually physically sent the goods back to Kleeneze. And we can request several credits during the Kleeneze sales period, so don't accrue your returns. As soon as you take something back from a customer, key on, as I'm going to show you now, to get your credit. And then physically you will actually send the products back just once a period in week 1 or week 2 of the sales period. Don't physically send back or request more than one return per period, otherwise you will incur a £10 charge. If you just send them back the once, then there is no charge for sending your returns back. Okay, so we're on the distributor support arena. Let's go onto the internet ordering site, and if you look at the drop down menu on the left hand side, you will find we've got goods return note. Click on that and that gives us a drop down menu of 3: goods return note entry, previous returns notes, and a help section. So let's go into the goods return note entry, and you'll see here earlier in this period we've already entered one item, which is a glow in the dark alarm clock, which wasn't suitable for the customer, and we've already received the credit from Kleeneze even though that product is still sitting in a box in our garage. Now what we've got to do now is we've got 3 more items to enter, which were from a delivery we recently received, and the customer bought 3 drain covers and they weren't a suitable size for the drains that the customer had at their house. So we've picked them up, we've refunded the customer their money, and now we're going to claim our credit for those. Now the first thing you'll have to do is, you see where the cursor's flashing here, is enter the invoice number that our drain covers or the product you're going to return was delivered on. And if you look at your parcel contents note, it's rather unhelpful to notice that there is an invoice number there which is completely wrong, so don't use the number off your parcel contents note. You can find your invoice number most easily from the email invoice that you'll have received from Kleeneze for your goods. If you've mislaid that, or it's got somewhere in your inbox and you want to have a look here, you can just click on previous orders and we can find the relevant order. Now I know that that order was invoiced to us on the 29th of March, so we'll come to the drop down box here, go to the 29th of March, and there we have it. The invoice number that we need is that, and if you're not sure what date it was, you can click through all your previous orders and just scroll down to make sure that you've got the right one with those products on it. And if we have a look here a bit further down, we should find we've got 3 drain covers. Let's just double check that. There we are, drain covers black, 3 of them. Okay, so the product code is 078565, and just make a note of that. And the invoice number that we need, all we can do here is, if we can just copy that, right click to copy, go back into our goods return note section, goods return note entry, and I can now paste that invoice number into the screen here. The product number that I made a note of was 078565. The quantity is 3. Drop down box here for the reason code. You've got broken, package damaged, wrong size, not required, not suitable, not ordered, duplicate or other. In this case they were the wrong size for the customer. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add those to the box that I've got in the garage. I'm going to make sure that you can physically fit those products into the same box as the other things. So my 3 drain covers are now appearing up here alongside my glow in the dark alarm clock, and now let's accept that current credit. A little pop-up box there with a couple of reminders on it. We'll just click OK on that, and that's it. The goods return note credit has been accepted successfully, and within 24 hours those drain covers will be credited back onto our account. Now what we're going to do now is we're actually going to close this box off, and we're going to show you how to return it to Kleeneze, because it's a very simple process, but you do need to get it right. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to just scroll down to the bottom of the screen, and we're going to complete the entire returns note. It says this action will accept the goods return note as being complete, and it will send it via the internet to Kleeneze to process. The products associated with this goods return note must be returned to Kleeneze by, and it gives us the date. You'll not be allowed to edit anything on this good returns note. A return note for each box must be printed prior to dispatch and attached to the relevant box. I'll show you how we do that. Do we wish to proceed? Yes, we do. Okay, so we've got an immediate pop-up from our internet provider to tell us that we've got an email from the service centre at Kleeneze telling us that our credit note has all been dealt with. And we do now have here the paperwork which needs to be printed in duplicate. We need to print off 2 copies of this. It's got our returns note number, account number, name, our address, and the items that are in this box: 3 drain covers and a glow-in-the-dark alarm clock. One of these bits of paper is going to go inside the box so that Kleeneze can check it off when it arrives at Accrington, and the second one is for your parcel force driver to either sign, or he will stick a barcode on it to say that he has picked it up, and that's your proof that the returns have gone back. And it's really important you get that right. So what we need to do now is we need to select 2 copies to print. Scroll down here, and we're going to print that off. Make sure I've got the right printer selected. And they're now printing off on the printer, and I'll show you just a short video now which will show you then how to box the returns up and get them picked up by your driver. Okay, so the process of actually boxing up your returns, very simple, but you just need to get it right. A few bits and pieces you need. First of all, one of your Kleeneze boxes ready to put your returns into. Obviously your return products, so there's the alarm clock and there's the drain covers. In every delivery you get, you're going to have one of these yellow packing sheets, and in the top corner just there you've actually got a returns label. Now that you can use a returns label from any packing sheet. It doesn't have to be the one relevant to the goods you're sending back. That's self-adhesive, so you just peel that off and you're going to stick that on the outside of the box. You're going to need a felt pen for writing the details on the outside of the box. Recommend you get yourself a roll of decent parcel tape, and then it's a simple case of taking the returns, popping them into the box like so. You need to try and pack them a little bit, so keep some packing material. I've got some blue polythene here which came with one of the brooms we had delivered. We'll put that in the box, and then we'll box it up. Okay, next thing we've got is the summary of returns that we've printed off. Well, that's the one that's going to go inside the box with the goods, really important. And then you've got your summary here, which, as you can see, you need to complete yourself with your details, and then your driver will need to sign it and date it, or we'll stick a barcode sheet on just to show that that's been done. So let's get that all boxed up now. Okay, so there we go. The box is now securely taped up, as you can see. And what we've done here is we've stuck the returns label, and then important details you need to put on the outside is your distributor number, your name, the returns note number, and what number box it is. If you're sending 2 boxes back, it's going to be 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. Inside the box we've got the summary of returns, so that's all identifies it when it gets back to Kleeneze. And there's our summary of returns sheet ready for the driver to collect. That's been filled in by ourselves, and as I said previously, the driver will sign that and date it, or we'll put a barcode sticker on. The only final thing you've got to do then is, of course, when you place your order in week 1 or week 2, in the final check screen you need to book a returns collection, and on that you'll just put how many boxes you've got to pick up, 1 box, 2 boxes, etc. That way your driver knows that there is a parcel to collect, and it's as simple as that.